Yesterday, Judge Liman ruled on the motions for an extension of the discovery deadlines in the Lively Wayfarer case. Both sides moved to extend the discovery deadline in some way. So Lively moves to extend the deadline for 10 days to accommodate for the fact that they didn't receive all of the discovery in time to prepare for the depositions and they needed additional time to do so. And the Wayfarer parties sought an extension to the discovery deadline to accommodate the amount of time that they needed to be able to depose Taylor Swift. So the judge reviewed these requests and issued an order. Before doing so, Taylor Swift's attorneys came out and said, we don't agree to the deposition. We don't feel that she has anything relevant to say about this case. But if we are compelled to produce our client, then we can at the end of October. That's essentially what that letter said. A lot of people are extracting a lot of things out of it, but that's what it says. And the court ruled that while Lively showed good cause for asking for the 10-day extension to review the documents that had been recently produced and the documents that had yet to be produced prior to the depositions of Sarowitz, Heath, and Baldoni, that the Wayfarer parties did not show good cause for needing the additional time to depose Taylor Swift. That's because they didn't show, for example, how long they have been seeking the deposition to be scheduled, what kind of due diligence they did. It's kind of like when you're in high school, college math class, and you don't show your work. You don't show how you arrived at the answer that you did. You don't get credit for that question because you didn't provide the work to show why you got to that answer. That's essentially what's happening here. They didn't show their due diligence. They didn't establish good cause for seeking that extension, so the judge denied their request. What does this mean? It means that if the Wayfarer parties still want to depose Taylor Swift, then they're going to have to try to file a motion to compel. It's very likely that that will be denied because the deadline for those has passed, and so they'll have to make a very good showing for why they're filing that motion so late. So that is an opportunity that they can seek if they still want to depose her. The other discovery-related order that the judge issued yesterday was with respect to Case and Coslow and the documents that they have been ordered to turn over. Just a few days ago, there had been some filings by Jed Wallace and the Wayfarer parties about how Wallace was represented by Liner Friedman, and there are potential privilege issues with respect to those documents. That issue is still before the court. The judge hasn't ruled on that, whether or not to proceed with a production, but the judge did issue an order allowing Case and Coslow to stay the production of those documents pending his decision on the requests made by Wallace and the Wayfarer parties. So he has said that the parties can expect a response by the judge by the end of Monday. And at that point, we'll know whether Case and Coslow can continue or should continue to proceed to turn over those potentially privileged documents.